Hey, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today to sit there and see what we all have cooking. Grab a hold of that vine, swing right on in my kitchen, and let's get cooking. Good looking. Hey there, good looking. I'm so glad that you came to my kitchen today because I'm going to sit there and show you how to stretch your food budget. You know, maybe you're limited to how much you can spend, and with all the price gouging that's going on in the grocery stores, or maybe because of the short limits that they have on the store shelves, they're limiting people to how much they can have. Well, if you're trying to find a way to sit there and stretch your butter, I'm going to sit there and show you how we can make whipped butter. So, you're going to need 1 pound, and I'm using salted sweet cream butter. So, we're going to open up our butter, and then I have my food processor out. I'm going to cube up the butter, and then we're going to just put it all right into our food processor. And I'm going to want to make a note. When you're doing this, you're going to want your butter to be at room temperature. I just took this out of the refrigerator. So when I put it in my food processor, I'm going to sit there and allow it to soften up so we can take the recipe the rest of the way. But room softened butter, please. As you see, I cubed up all the butter, so I'm just gonna sit there and throw it down the chute of my food processor. While I'm waiting for my butter to come up to room temperature, I'm going to sit there and talk about the next ingredient that we're going to be adding after we ran the food processor a little bit and we started that creaming process. But you're going to be needing 1.5 cups of any neutral type of an oil. You want a neutral flavored oil, that way you get the true essence of the butter coming out in the butter. I mean, sometimes, let's say you added almond oil, you're gonna have that flavor of almond in your butter. I mean, that's great if that's what you want to go for, but I'm going for a spreadable butter that my husband and myself can use on our English muffins or our toast that doesn't have any off flavor. I want it as close to butter as possible, but it's a whipped butter. And then you're going to need some type of container to sit there and put all of your whipped butter in. I like these quart-sized jars that have a handle. So we're going to allow this to soften up a bit, and as soon as it softens up, we're going to sit there and pulse it a few times to get the whipped butter going, and then we're going to sit there and slowly add our oils. Well, I'm not that patient, and I want to quick get this done, so I grabbed my little plunger thing that came with my food processor. Now I'm just gonna, we don't have something on right. Now let's try that again. And I'm not gonna edit that out. I'm just gonna leave the blooper there because it happens to all of us. So I'm just gonna whip this butter up just a little bit to get it started. Now that we got a little bit started, I'm gonna add some of the oil, and this is the 1/2 cup, so pulse that up. Now, I'm going to take the plunger thing out and we're going to add the rest of it. So, let's add the other cup. So remember, that was 1 pound of butter and 1.5 cups of oil. I'm going to put the plunger back in, and I'm going to continue to whip. Okay, let's check it. I'm going to remove the top. Ooh, does that look good? Let's remove it from, I mean, can you see that? No, I'm just gonna sit there, add all this goodness into my quart jar. So, I'm gonna start to do that. Okay, I brought my trusty canning funnel over. I'm going to put that inside my quart-sized jar. I'm just going to pour. We're going to grab a spatula and we're just going to scrape out the inside of our food processor bowl and our blade. And that should just about do it. I'll leave a little bit behind because I know my husband's gonna sit there and come in and he's gonna wanna try it on his toast. So I'm gonna remove the canning funnel as well. We're gonna set this all off to the side. Now this almost gave me a full quart of whipped butter. Now this is going to be spreadable straight from the refrigerator, and it's a good way of extending your butter. And trust me, I already went ahead and I tried some, and you can't even tell the difference between the real butter and the whipped butter. So, I mean, the whipped butter is, I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy using it in baking, like when I bake my Wonder Bread. So, I have a lid I'm gonna put it on it. I'm gonna take it and put this in my refrigerator. And if you liked what you saw here today, please give me a thumbs up. All the thumbs up helps my channel out greatly. I do greatly appreciate it. And if you're not yet a subscriber, go up, hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell. That way you'll always be notified every time I do put out a new video. And as always, here's to happy cooking, but better yet, happy eatings. Y'all come back now, you hear? And here's the recipe for whipped butter. Ooh, my bad. I forgot to turn the camera on while I was doing the taste testing. Huh. I guess I got lost in the goodness of the homemade whipped butter. It's really good.